Yes, my name is Mona Avalos, and I'm a public citizen global warming intern. Well, currently I'm working with Andy Wilson, and we are working on a conservation education outreach brochure that we wanted to pass out to local residents within Hidalgo County. That's otherwise known as the Valley, South Texas. And within those education outreach brochures, they're basically going to give households a couple of hints where they can conserve energy by saving water, and then also conserving on electricity as well within their household, so they can save money with their utilities. So I'm from Huntsville, Texas, and Huntsville is right in between Dallas and Houston. And Huntsville is a pretty small conservative town, but there is a great university there, Sam Houston State University, and that's where I received my bachelor's. My parents moved there after they met in El Paso, and so they've lived there since the 70s. So I went to school there, and I received my bachelor's of science in biology, and then went back for my master's, which I'm completing right now in the Department of Sociology. I have been an activist all my life. I have been really active within the community since I was probably a Girl Scout, which was in junior high. And then also growing up in the church, I became a participant in a couple of community projects abroad. My most recent one was I went to Côte d'Ivoire in Africa, and I was part of the first measles initiative there. That was in November of 2008, and so that was an amazing trip. But per environmental movement, my first activism work was probably when I went to SPROG, which was the summer program that Sierra Club sponsors, and I did that in the summer of 2009, I believe, and that's where I became kind of more focused on the environmental movement. And it was great to be there with a lot of young people from different sectors of life and different disciplines in school. Not just everybody was a biology major. So that's where I became more in tune to knowing where I really wanted to go in the environmental work. Well, right off the bat, my dad is my inspiration, and he always has been. He was working back and forth from Juarez and as a kid, and so when he finally was able to move to the States after he met my mom, I think he didn't even get past junior high because he had to, work in the streets to bring money home to his family. And he's just had this drive ever since he was a kid. A kid working the streets in Juarez, Mexico at that time, you're first surviving, and then to be able to, to meet someone and marry them and have a family. And he has been my inspiration ever since I've known his story, and that inspiration has just made me more motivated because I have more things that he did have, and to stay driven and to do the right thing. And I think his history has made me want to be able to reach out to people in need, and so that's where I have that. That's why that place is so big in my heart. So he's definitely my inspiration.
How many dimensions do you believe in?
Well, I definitely believe in the obvious three that are there. But then I also am a fan of the Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart dimensions. Those are some favorites of mine, and there is real data out there that they exist. So I'm just definitely a fan of theirs. Well, I know that I do have a superpower, and one of my superpowers is that I've noticed that no matter how many birthdays I've had, I can still be a dork. And so maybe that's a side of me that some people haven't seen yet, but people that know me, they definitely know me because I tend to make them laugh, and I can be silly. So I think one of my superpowers is that, like I said, no matter how many birthdays I have, I'm always going to be young at heart, and I will never look my age. So that's definitely a great superpower.
Yeah.
No, I'm really excited to be here, and I can't wait for the rest of the months to come through and see what happens, and I definitely can't wait to be finished with school so that I can relax, but I look forward to whatever happens in the future.